join me in welcoming Jess Lefcourt.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's wonderful to be with all of you. I do also have to start with a number of other thank yous. You've heard a lot of them this morning, but a few more. Thank you so much to CCI for hosting this workshop and for the partnership over the past 4 or 5 years, I think. So CCI was the first EarthRanger user and the first EarthRanger partner in all of Asia. And their partnership has just been wonderful and really deeply appreciated. Of course, ASEAN for hosting us and hosting this event. We really appreciate the beautiful venue, the campus as well, UP, I'm missing the acronym, UP, Los Baños, UPLB, thank you, for having us all here and allowing us to get together. Our partners that we were really fortunate enough to visit over the past few days, Blue Alliance and the Mindoro Forest and Biodiversity Conservation Program. Thank you for hosting us. It's always fantastic to get out and see the work that you all are doing in the field. It really helps us do our job and ultimately is why we do our job. So thank you for your time and your hospitality. And the additional partner programs in the Philippines for EarthRanger, Lamav, Busuanga, Coastal Watch, Fish Right, RARE, Wild Aid, Conservation Solutions, the local government unit of Naujan, the Philippines government agencies, of course, that are here as well, from DNR, DENR, the Forest Management Bureau, Biodiversity Management Bureau, and the Climate Change Service, as well as BFAR, who's with us as well today. Thank you all so much for working with us and for allowing us to serve you. Advance to the next slide. Is there a clicker by chance? This is the old presentation. We're going to do our best. These are out of order of what I was expecting to talk about. That's okay. So if I could also have my colleagues Tony and Arki stand up real quick. These are the three of, yes, I agree. So the three of us are here as part of this workshop in order to serve you, to answer any questions that you may have, to tell you about EarthRanger, and really to help however we can. So Arki is a member of our support team. Arki with his colleague Elian are our very strong Southeast Asia support team. Tony is a solutions architect and partnership manager for EarthRanger, leading our efforts in Asia. And as mentioned, I'm the director of the EarthRanger program. So please do come seek us out, tell us about your problems, ask us questions. We would love to chat with you. That's why we're here, to find out what your needs are and how to make the software better. I'm going to skip ahead like 20 slides, so please close your eyes real fast, but these are in different order than the one I was going to use. There we go. So I also wanted to say the EarthRanger team is about, there are a couple people missing here, there's 52 or 53 people strong now. We are a global team. We exist in order to support your initiatives. I put this up to just say that there is a substantial investment that goes into EarthRanger. This is a long-running program. We're now celebrating our 10th, almost 11th year, and so we are in this for the long haul, and we're committed to your long-term success. This is the EarthRanger mission. I include this because it calls out some of the core values that we hold that are really important in how we operate. Obviously what we do is we create technology, but as part of this mission statement is who we are serving, which is your work and the people on the ground. We're also dedicated to making things very easy to use, making our technology easy to understand, easy to learn, easy to apply to your problems. And another really important aspect that's part of this is that we spend as much time as possible interfacing with the people that use our software, visiting your sites, understanding your needs and problems, and that's ultimately how we have developed EarthRanger. So the things that have made EarthRanger successful are just that. It's the really strong partnerships that we've had from the beginning. It's a lot of the things that I've mentioned. It's the egoless approach to software development, the fact that we are not here to create software, we're here to help you solve your problems. It's our focus on the program, not just the software. It's the fact that we have a team of 50 some odd people, but about 20 of those are not engineers. They are people that are focused on solutions architecture, on support, and making sure that you're successful. And of course, we're very fortunate to be backed as we are by the Allen Foundation and the Allen family that allows us to do all of this work for free. And so we always like to just recognize their contribution in allowing this to happen and allowing us to have conversations about how to help you as opposed to our next invoice. This is out of date, but so EarthRanger is now used in about 1,000 different field sites in 90 some odd 100 countries. We have about 100,000 active annual users. So EarthRanger is being used all over the world. We're very honored by this. And again, the point of this is just to say that it's a safe investment that you are making with your time and your resources to leverage EarthRanger as a platform. I've mentioned multiple times now that we are not just a software product, but we are very much focused on the support and success. We do have a full support team. I think you probably all know directly or indirectly Arki and his colleagues. And his colleagues already, but if not, please do introduce yourselves. You can also always get a hold of us at support@earthranger.com. We also have an online community that we encourage you all to participate in at community.earthranger.com, where you can interact with your colleagues and with us to have conversations about how to best use EarthRanger and other conservation technologies, or anything else you want to talk about in order to help each other. I'm going to give up on the slides. All right, and then of course events like this are really critically important to us. These are events that bring together not just the EarthRanger community, but really conservation communities. We are really, really happy about the connections that we have seen come together at events like this. Even if it's not related to EarthRanger, that's wonderful and that's fine with us. We've been holding user conferences for about 10 years. Most recently in Vietnam last November, we had about 600 people there. And the outcomes of these events that have nothing to do with EarthRanger, I think, are as much of an impact of our program as EarthRanger. And so anytime that we can help to facilitate these conversations and to create space for them, we're really happy to do so and appreciative that you all participate in it. So going to shift gears a little bit, talk about SERCA. So I know a lot of you use or have used SMART in the past, SMART being another very successful conservation technology. Over the past 10 years or so, we've been working in various ways with SMART, kind of moving towards one another in terms of similar functionality. We've integrated bidirectionally so you can share data back and forth between EarthRanger and SMART. But we've now taken the next step. So a couple months ago, we announced the Smart EarthRanger Conservation Alliance, or SERCA. And the SERCA program, it's too late. The SERCA program is bringing together the best of EarthRanger and SMART into one program. So one suite of technologies, one set of offerings and support and services. And that is to solve a couple of different problems that we've observed over time. One of which is that we have had disjointed processes and tools because different organizations have used different combinations of the two. Some organizations even enter data twice between the two, which is awful. We hate creating work for people. That's the last thing that we want to do. There's been inconsistent support in a lot of cases. There's support teams for EarthRanger, there's support personnel for SMART. When you have a problem with the integration between the two, it's not always clear who to talk to between the two. And of course, there's just, by definition in conservation, limited resources. It doesn't make sense for us to be investing resources in developing EarthRanger and SMART to be investing resources in developing SMART when we can go further together. And so that's why we have formed SERCA. It looks like we have slides back. No, I don't have a clicker. So the partnership of SERCA is 9 NGOs. It's the 8 original SMART partners plus the Allen Institute for AI / EarthRanger. So the 9 of us are SERCA. And it's the promotion of both the technology as well as the best practices around how to get the most out of using these tools, how to effectively patrol, how to effectively collect data, with the tools as a context for that, but not the entirety. What's most important is that people are able to do the work that they're doing on the ground and how the tools help them do that. So we are, yep, there we go, we have 16. Great, all right. So as we bring EarthRanger and SMART together, this is what that's going to look like. So it's a network of over 2,000 different conservation missions, including 31 nationwide deployments where at a government level there's a mandate for using the software. So it is by far, by probably an order of magnitude, the most broadly adopted technology in conservation, which we take as an enormous opportunity, but also enormous responsibility. So what does this look like? So over the next couple of years, you'll see us making I'll talk more about the pieces of SERCA, but we'll be closing some of the, well, all right. So, so this is the progression of how these products are going to be coming together to form the SERCA suite. So if you take a picture of nothing else in this presentation and remember nothing else that I say, please let it be this. So the EarthRanger web software is becoming SERCA Web. So those of you who are using EarthRanger now, you will automatically be using SERCA in the future when this is released. The EarthRanger mobile application will be becoming SERCA Mobile, same thing. So there will be an update in the App Store or Google Play Store at some point in the near future that will update your EarthRanger mobile into SERCA Mobile. Smart Desktop is evolving into an entirely new product that will be released in 18 months to 2 years called SERCA Desktop. Although it's our recommendation that anyone that can uses SERCA Web. That is our flagship, most capable product. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Smart Mobile is being sunset and replaced by SERCA Mobile. And Smart Connect, similarly, is being sunset and replaced by SERCA Web. Okay. Note that Smart 8, which is the release that came out a month ago, 2 months ago, is going to be the last version of Smart. For those of you who are looking for the capabilities of Smart 8 and you're using Smart 7, absolutely do consider upgrading, but there will not be another major release of Smart after that. So, let's see. So our advice to people is that if you're not currently using EarthRanger or SMART, get started now with EarthRanger, which will be SERCA Web. So please do connect with us if you're interested, work with Tony and the team, get on board with SERCA Web. The benefits of EarthRanger and SERCA Web are the same that they've been for EarthRanger. Obviously, we have the full team of support behind it, in addition to now having the partnership of 9 major NGOs supporting it, in addition to, of course, our network of wonderful deployment partners like CCI. The main exception to this is if an organization does not have any sort of connectivity at a headquarters location, in which case SMART is, until SERCA Desktop is available, Smart Desktop is still your best option. There are also some functions that are part of Smart Desktop today that we will be adding to SERCA over time. But if you have need for advanced features of SMART, like SMART profiles or SMART surveys, if you're familiar with those, that would be another reason to continue using SMART for the time being until we add them to SERCA Web. Yeah, I'm running out of time. So, if you are already using EarthRanger, You don't need to do anything. You will find yourself on SERCA Web in the near future. And if you're using Smart right now, this is our recommendation of the SERCA partnership, is check the functions of Smart that you're currently using against the capabilities of SERCA Web. We have identified, and I'll go into this more detail tomorrow, we've identified about a dozen features of Smart that are very commonly used by the Smart community that are not yet in EarthRanger, and we are working to implement those into EarthRanger/SERCA within the next 6 months or so. At which time we think SERCA Web should support the needs of 90+% of existing Smart users. But if there are advanced features that you're using, like I mentioned, then please do review those, talk to us. We're happy to talk about your different use cases and how to address your needs. Yeah, so I apologize that it's a little confusing because you catch us in kind of a transition period. A year from now, when we hopefully see you all again here, or back in the Philippines, or sooner, if not sooner, you'll see a SERCA logo instead of EarthRanger logos. You'll see a SERCA logo instead of Smart logos, and it'll all be a lot cleaner and less confusing. So we're kind of in the middle of a transition right now. So this is hopefully provides some information about what to do in the interim. All right. So with that, thank you all again for having us here. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I'll be fortunate enough to come back and talk to you some more tomorrow afternoon about what's next for SERCA and what are the next features, what's next for the program. So I look forward to talking to you about that. And please do seek us out over the next couple of days. And we really look forward to chatting with all of you. And thank you again to our hosts, and thank you so much for being here.